Did you know that the song we're learning today is the most played song of the 21st century on UK radio? It has also been featured in popular shows such as Grey's Anatomy and The Vampire Diaries, has sold over 5 million physical copies, has billions of streams, and in a radio poll in 2006, it was voted as the #1 song of all time. Hey guys, welcome back to the Western Vocal channel of SIF Young Artist, where we nurture the artist in you. I'm Anirudh, and today we are learning the song Chasing Cars by the band Snow Patrol. This is a fairly easy song for even beginners to sing, as it has a limited need for both breath control and vocal range. The song has mainly two parts, the verse and the chorus, but the unique thing about this song is that with each consecutive chorus, the chorus length doubles. So the first chorus has 3 lines, the second chorus has 6 lines, and the final chorus has 12 lines. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First, let's take a look at the verse section of the song. In the verse, there are very simple stepwise conjunct melodies, and there is a lot of space between each line where you can take your breath as well. Another point to note here is how the singer delivers the vocals. It's very emotional and his voice almost sounds vulnerable. Let's take a listen to how the verse sounds. We'll do it all. So if you see here, I'm stretching the words. We'll do it all. Everything on my own. The next 3 lines. We don't need anything or anyone. So the main thing to focus here is how the syllables are stretched. Anyone. So most of these lines follow that pattern, so pay attention to that. And another important thing here is that in every 8-beat section, the verse vocals lands on beat 5. Say for example, we'll do it all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. On our own. So now that you know this, let's sing along with the music. We'll do it all. Everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. Now let's move on to the second and final section of the song, that is the chorus. As I mentioned before, the first chorus has 3 lines, the second chorus has 6 lines, and the final chorus has 12 lines. So we'll split this up into 2 sections of 6 lines each. In the chorus, we again have very simple stepwise conjunct melodies, and also there is a lot of space between lines where you can take your breath. But the only difference from the verse to the chorus is the delivery of the vocal is a bit more powerful and bright as compared to the lighter texture in the verse. Now let's take a listen to the first 6 lines of the chorus. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? So the first 2 lines are shorter. If I lay here, you can stretch the word here a bit. If I just lay here, that's line 2. And the third line is much longer, so it's a pretty rhythmic line. Would you lie with me and just forget the world? The next 3 lines. Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. So these 3 lines follow pretty much the same pattern as the first 3. The only word where you can pay a bit of extra attention to is bursting. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. So it's almost like a jump or a burst of energy on that word. Now let's take a listen to how the final 6 lines of the chorus sounds. All that I am, all that I ever was. So the first 2 lines are pretty similar to what we heard before, but the third line there's a bit of variation. Is here in your perfect eyes, they're all I can see. So here in this third line, there are a few more syllables compared to previous ones, right? So we need to fit them in to the line correctly. Is here in your perfect eyes. So the word perfect eyes is stretched. They're all I can see. But then again, it becomes very choppy. They're all I can see. Right? Now the last 3 lines of the chorus. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change for us at all. So these 3 lines also follow a very similar structure to the previous 3 lines. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change for us at all. Now that you know this, let's sing along with the music. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's busting into life. All that I am, all that I ever was, is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change for us at all. So guys, that's it for today's fairly short lesson. Hope you all had fun learning this classic song. As always, you can find the karaoke and sing-along tracks in the description below. If there are any other songs that you guys would like to learn, please put them down in the comments and I'll try my best to teach you guys. Also like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next lesson then. Until then, keep singing.